Yo, what it do, support crew? Welcome back to another episode of the Moral Support Podcast, man. Back with my brother Des, man. We got our little brother here with us today, Ray Mont, better known as Mont. Extremely grateful, bro, and blessed to have you on.
Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I mean, you ran a couple trial runs with us.
Yeah, before the
he's used to the heat. Yeah, facts.
He was in the kitchen, literally.
You was watching it all get cooked up, bro. You was a big part of the process, honestly, on making us feel comfortable more than just me and him on set. So, adding another body to it, man, you've been a big factor into that. So I definitely appreciate you, bro.
Thank y'all.
How you feeling, man? How y'all feeling?
Man, I'm blessed, man. I don't know, cause his shirt a little nice over there. I'm kind of jealous. I
know. You know what, bro? He got, man. I don't know if y'all can really see it, man. He got the Moral Support Podcast shirt on, man. Showing up, showing out.
Support.
You know what I'm saying? He's repping the squad, man. Repping the squad.
Yes, sir.
He's that black is different. Black different. I know y'all seen me. I got the white one. I ain't got the black yet. So he got something I don't even got. And we the host. You know what I'm saying? But
make it make sense. Nah, it's all love though.
Nah, definitely love, man.
How you feeling, bro?
Yeah. Man, honestly, I'm feeling great. I'm feeling amazing. I'm feeling blessed, man. I'm feeling magnificent.
Mm-hmm.
I like so many ways to talk about how I'm feeling, but it's an honor to be here today. Honestly,
always, bro.
I've been looking forward to this. Just watching y'all videos. You know what I'm saying, knowing y'all personally. Just the different parts, just being behind the camera just to give you a different type of feeling.
Different. Yeah. He's a natural at this, man. He's a guy. But nah, bro, I definitely appreciate you coming on again. Honored. The 4th of July.
Yeah,
it's the 4th of July.
It's what the world celebrates as Independence Day.
It's what the country.
I'm sorry, my bad.
It's what the USA celebrates as Independence Day. There's a couple Independence Days. You know what I'm saying? This is, I guess, technically when we got away from the British and became our own sovereign country. So shout out to the vets out there. Shout out to the people who fought for the country. Whether they knew.
Service, for sure.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah,
knew what was going on or not, man. Definitely just, sacrifices, all that stuff is greatly appreciated. You know what I'm saying? Fireworks, food, cookout. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all's out there enjoying it.
Be careful out there. Don't nobody, obviously by the time this will be seen, no fingers blown off. Everybody safe.
Oh, it's every year though, bro. Every year is something, bro. It's something. And it's crazy. You know what? The thing that I think about the most, bro, is that video. Y'all remember that Terry in the wheelchair?
Yeah.
Reverse Terry.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, facts. Funny stuff, man. But yeah, definitely be careful, man. Have fun. Be safe. Have a good time with your family.
I made it this far.
Yeah,
y'all are safe.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Don't listen now. Y'all must have.
Yeah. It used to be a good time as a kid, man. Messing around with the bottle rockets, smoke bombs, and all the little stuff. It was never really like the big stuff that really made me happy. It was always like the smoke bombs was my favorite. I ain't gonna lie. You have the different colors of the smoke. You ever had them?
Yeah, like green, red, and all that.
Yeah, y'all used to mess with them or the sparklers or whatever.
The sparklers was definitely cool. The bottle rockets, I don't know them. Was different.
That was like scary for you think?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't a big fire player.
Yeah,
I tried. I'm like, I'd rather not.
Just enjoy, man. Hopefully, I got to enjoy some family. All out there. Enjoy the again. Probably off on work for most people as well, as it's recognized as the holiday. And just hopefully, again, got to just enjoy the blissfulness within a day. You know what I mean? Even if it don't mean nothing to you, as we have our own holidays now that we declared between how we celebrate our Independence Day and stuff, but still independence is still the country we live in at the end of the day. So there's that. But
absolutely, yeah, man. So again, got our young brother with us, man.
How old are you, bro? I'm about to say young brother. How made it out them teams?
Tell support team how old you is.
Come on, bro. No secrets.
20.
20, man. He ain't even old enough to go to the bar. You know what I'm saying? But nah, this brother got real value, man. He's been through it, been through the fire. You got your experiences and stuff that we talked about off camera, of course. And we definitely we appreciate it because it's like we learn from you too. You know what I'm saying? And I know it goes back and forth, as far as exchanging wisdom and stuff, but you, man, I ain't gonna lie, you got it a lot earlier, I feel like, than I have, as far as where your mind is at, the mentality and stuff like that, bro. And I mean, it's wonderful to see, bro, just to hear you talk, hear you present yourself in such a way. And yeah, man, it really is. It's inspiring, bro, and it makes me feel like it's not impossible for the younger generation.
Anything needs the hope for sure.
Yeah, like,
definitely give hope.
You're the light, bro, for your age group, and I definitely appreciate that in all facts. But I mean, Tell us about it, bro. Like, how did you come to be like in this place where you are at now as a 20-year-old? Like, you know what I'm saying? And how different was it from, let's say, when you were 16, 17?
I would definitely say I give all the glory to, God for sure. It definitely started with him because there were certain puzzle pieces I was missing in my life. You know what I mean? Like,
such as what?
Such as like, one of the most important things is having a man in the house. You know what I mean? I had a man in the house, but it wasn't exactly like my father. You know what I mean? It wasn't my dad, like the dude who, played a part in, me coming into this world. So not having that exactly was just like, as a young man, it's like some things, it's like you just don't get that same feeling. Like I always had a stepdad, he cool, he taught me some different stuff, but just like having that father figure in the house is it just hit different.
Having that your biological father,
yes,
it's a different feeling.
Having your actual father, teach you how to become a man hits different. My mom, she did a great job, but just having him, would have been a lot nicer. But thank God that he surrounded me with different people. Like, for example, somebody that's a mutual friend of us all, Bilal Cook. Like, I met him when I was in, trade school, and he just told me about the kingdom of God, and it was just like, wow, like, it caught my attention. And, just him counseling to me, then, Dez, that's my family too. That's my big cuz. He taught me a lot of things, like, just about, like, credit, how to manage money, and then, meeting you through him, it was just like my circle just started just like, now you got the big brothers that you
God
meet.
was showing you the way.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Putting the pieces in front of you.
For sure. So that played a big part. And then, there were some different people around me that also gave me some wisdom, like on like, like you got to read books, like whatever you want to do, whoever you want to become, like you got to read books, you got to listen to podcasts, like make them your friends, even if they're not here with you in the physical, like just submerge yourself, be a sponge, like, go on YouTube and listen to them guys you want to become, or, someone similar you would come and just take all them ingredients and make your own cake.
Yeah.
So, like, what point would you say, like, started to shift? At, like, what age would you say, like, okay, like, it's real, like, it's getting real, and it's probably starting for me a little bit sooner than some other people?
I would say 18, because...
Now, is that when you when you started to really come into your own, man? Like, okay.
Yeah, 18. 16, I was still... I was always like, I would say I was always mature, but I wasn't as close to God. You know what I mean? I was still angry, at the world a little bit. Still living as your average 16-year-old. Like I was cussing, like I don't cuss now. I was, eating Pop-Tarts. Cuss shot, cuss helped me stop, way away from them. But I was doing that, I was still playing videos, playing 2K, GTA, you know what I'm saying?
Like, average, just being the normal.
Yeah, just being your normal 16-year-old. But once I turned 18, I'm like, bro, like, I'm about to graduate high school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, I'm going to become a billionaire. So it's like, I noticed, like, with them guys, studying them guys, like, they started as soon as possible. You know what I mean? Once it, got presented to them.
So, like, for you, was at first, when you first started to come into your own, was it money that, like, driven you to, like, change a little bit? Money don't even drive me today. It was always that feeling, because it's like I always knew that, like, the wealthies live in a certain way, like they're able to be more of themselves because money isn't the problem. So take care of their family,
like, without it even being a factor. Like, so for me, it was always like, I'm going to change the generations that come. Like, it's not about me. It's not about the people who's here now. It's about the ones that's going to come. So I want them to be introduced to, like my generation, your generations, Dez's generations, to be introduced to a different lifestyle, like, not in a community like Duquesne. You know what I mean? Like, of course, give back and build the community back up, but able to be around,
be exposed,
to
like different things.
Yeah, like not working. Like, there's nothing wrong with 9 to 5, but understanding, like, like, your dad's an entrepreneur, you know what I mean? He owns his own businesses and stuff like that. And it's like, you guys will never want for nothing, but you also got to go earn it, because that's what I had to do. You got to go out there and get it. Like, I'll help you, but you got to go get it. You know what I mean? And
you're going to give them the blueprint, but they're going to build.
Yeah, it's super important. So definitely it's about the generations to come. And it's like, God put us here for a purpose.
So you would say, like, around, like,
purpose driven.
It was more so purpose driven. Okay,
Yeah, so that's my so
it's purpose. Okay,
yeah, purpose.
I feel that. I mean, I we can all relate to that, bro. Like, as far as, and I'm sure most of our listeners can too. It's just kind of growing up in a situation where money was a little bit of an issue because you couldn't experience certain things that you feel like was necessary for your growth and development into your life, and obviously. Not having a father for you, I'm sure it probably like your biological father in your life probably was another thing too, that you were looking for certain like methods or the blueprint, like Des said, to kind of take this thing and run it. And that's the only there's only a few things that really play a part into it. It's the mother, father, and opportunities and what you're exposed 100%. To, right, in your environment. But money plays a part in that. It's not like it's not like you can't help that, especially as a kid, because you don't make none of them decisions. You know what I'm saying? So you can't. But I definitely understand that as far as exposing your family to a better lifestyle.
Not to cut you off or anything, but it's also about like the people I grew up around and the people in the neighborhood. You know, from where I'm from. Like I'm from Duquesne, so it's just like exposing them. Yeah,
what they call it? What they call it over there?
Nah, I ain't saying that, man. They call it the Duke. You know what I'm saying? He ain't about to get that out of me over here. Okay, but just letting them know like it's possible to get out this neighborhood with doing something other than selling drugs. Absolutely. Rapping or going for sports. Like you can become a business owner. You know what I mean? You just do what you love. Yeah, you know what I mean? The money it'll follow. Like it's bound to happen, because once you're doing what you love, you're always like gonna give it your 100%. It doesn't matter how much you're being paid, what somebody got to say about it. If you make some mistakes, you're always gonna have that drive because it's what you love to do.
Absolutely.
So you spoke about, obviously it wasn't money that drives you, but it's purpose that drives you. Yes. Which is also like is the root to everything for real. 100%. If you really want to produce fruit, I mean you go after the purpose and the love and things. So speaking to your purpose, obviously, what do you do currently? Like what do you do currently out of your purpose?
One of the things out of my purpose that I do, so throughout the week I work on cars. I do collision repair. You know what I mean? That's something that I love to do.
So are you like a mechanic? Is that okay?
So I do body work. So I do like the shop that I'm at. We do a lot of custom builds.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
But like the inside work is the mechanic.
So the engine work is the mechanic. So I focus on like mainly like the body paint and taking them apart, putting them together. Dope. So it deals with a lot like working with your mind. So
being creative, right?
Yeah, being creative. So I do that, and then I look at myself like I'm going to become one of the greatest investors that ever did it. Like would invested in real estate, stocks, buying and selling businesses. So that's something that I work on now. Like I dibble and dabble like with stocks.
Now, do you think like
real estate?
Do you think even when you get down to that path where you're like a billionaire, crazy investor and all this stuff, do you feel like that passion for cars as far as working on cars will still be there?
No, that's all a part of the plan.
Okay.
Like that's literally a part of the plan.
So it's a vehicle to get you to where you need to be, kind of.
Yeah, it's a vehicle that's always going to be.
That wasn't a play on words, but yeah, go ahead.
So yeah, it's always going to be a vehicle because it's like the car industry is a part of me now. You know what I mean? Like I've been doing it since I probably been about 14, 15.
Okay.
Like I went to when I was in.
It's crazy, bro. That's a salute, bro. Because a lot of like young brothers, bro, for real. Like it really isn't a thing within our communities. Now, Duquesne, McKeesport, Clarion, we're all a part of the Mon Valley, so we're all like cousins for real. So we all have that same kind of mentality when it comes to certain things, and it's very like there isn't a lot of like opportunities that I see. I'm not even gonna say opportunities. You just don't see a lot of young black people into that, and you don't even really see a lot of like. I mean, sure, you got your ones, but I mean, normally the color, the blacks and whatever, like they're older. They're the older generation. So seeing younger black guy like yourself, bro, is just dope to see because I think like that I'm big on like variety, bro, with our people. I love seeing the variety of stuff that we do and that we can bring to the table. You know what I'm saying? And seeing that it's just so dope to me. So shout out to you for that, bro. Like
that diversity is important.
Absolutely.
And I agree too. And that's why I want to speak to it because like, sometimes even those who are in that position, we don't like wear it enough on our sleeve. Like a lot of people probably don't know what you do, and then they see a certain way you live, certain way, you know what I mean? They see you doing good for yourself, and they only left to assume that you live a certain life that they know
Absolutely.
of. So like, I just think it's important to amplify, like, really, you know what I mean? Like you said, that's what you do your Monday through Friday.
It's
like,
something to be prideful in, bro.
Absolutely.
Like, it really is.
You know what I mean? And so go ahead, continue.
So, so cars is definitely a part of me, and it always will be, because like I said, I was doing it in high school. I went to trade school. I went to Still Center. That's where I met Be Cook.
That was part of high school, right?
Yeah, that was part of high school. So I did that.
Was it like a program or something?
Yeah. So it's a trade school. So I would go to school in the morning, then afternoon I would go there.
Oh, that's dope. Okay.
So so and it's crazy because God works in so many mysterious ways. Because I actually met a very great guy. His name was Mr. John, and he just was counseling me. Like, he was my driver. He was counseling me, and he just told me, like, yo, like, you know, you love cars, you know, buy somebody's business who is already in business. You know what I mean? They're getting out of the game, and just start from there. Don't necessarily start from the bottom, because they'll have the clientele and everything. But without getting deep into that, so cars will always be a part of me. They, like, eventually, you know, I'll have my own franchise. You know, got multiple body shops, but then that will give me the funds I need to you know, buy and sell businesses, like the ultimate goal. And then that would be something I would eventually, you know, scale up, maybe sell it. I would say give it down to, like, you know, my kids once I start a family, but I want them to be their own person, of course. So I don't want them to have to feel like, you know, like you're forced to do this. No, I want you to be
what we kind of talked
person.
about on the last part. Yeah.
It'll be the opportunity that they have, though, if they do want to, you know, take on the
Yes,
business.
definitely.
Even if it means putting somebody else in position to run it. You know what I mean? It can still be something that's in their name that they can still leverage.
It's another asset.
Right.
Assets. That, I'm gonna be
it.
honest with you. That's something that goes through my mind every day.
Right.
Like, how could I make more assets and less liabilities? And that comes to, like, my habits too. You know, that I may have. So that, and then, like you were saying, you know, about the Black community, you know, not seeing as many guys do that. I would say that God chose me to pave a way for a lot of things, you know, like he chose, you know, you two guys, like, you know, even with the podcast and different stuff like that, like the angles that you guys are going, like, more support, like, it's not something that you guys just get on here and talk about a bunch of nothing, but you actually bring value and stuff that they could apply. So
I just hope, like, and I know you realize this, but for the listeners, bro, it's like, it's so important, and it's so almost astronomical, bro, that you found your purpose this young. Because,
oh my goodness,
like, I mean, and trust, I felt like I kind of understood. Now, I didn't understand my actual purpose. I didn't understand the route of it. You know what I'm saying? On, like, which way I'm going to go. And that's even, like, sometimes it's still, like, stuff gets shifted. You know, you might have to make a new route, and, you know, whatever. But to understand your end goal and your ultimate goal and where you want to go is so important, bro, at a young age, because a lot of us, I mean, even our age group, I'm 26 now. You know what I'm saying? And, bro, there's people older than 30. I mean, there's just people of all ages, bro. But there's people in our age group that I see a lot that just is out here walking around. Aimless, super aimless. And it's kind of like, it's sad to see, but it's so important because nobody can do it for you. So you to do the work and understand it yourself at a young age is so important, and it's so nice to and refreshing to hear. But you do truly gotta give yourself a pat on the back, because and honestly give that glory to God, because you are extremely blessed in that sense, bro. Because there's a lot of people aimless, and again, some people don't hit their purpose until they're 40, 50, 70, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because there's new purposes that
it's a lifelong journey for sure.
Absolutely, and it's just I definitely want to give you your flowers on that, bro, because that's like. That's big, bro. I mean, honestly, and because for the ones who typically do, bro, they have the 2-parent household. They have, and their household looks pretty stable, pretty good. You know what I'm saying? They was able to be exposed to certain things, so they could find their purpose at a young age. And so for you not to necessarily have that, it definitely. And I'm sure your your stepdad, your mom, great people, of course. You know what I'm saying? But speaking to how you came across your purpose, it's just it's a wonderful story, bro, and it's super inspirational for sure. So I definitely wanted to touch on
something.
That.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely good.
Yeah, like you just said, giving them his flowers too. I just want to add a couple roses in there because I just watched him grow over the what, 3 years?
Yeah.
3 years.
It's
Just
crazy. It feel like yesterday, man.
Yeah, dude, bro. It's crazy because
That is crazy.
He's my cousin, but we just linked up within the past 3 years.
Right,
for real.
yeah. Y'all's actually blood.
Yeah, like, I mean, well, it's a marriage, but it's, I mean, it's there, though. You know, it's a lot there. It's a lot there. It's deeper than, like, just marriage, though. But we grew up, like, we actually grew up together and stuff, but, like, we're just throughout years, family be how families be. But, I mean,
absolutely.
But we got reunited, and then just seeing, like, where I kind of discovered him at, and he was a great kid then, but to see him grow as a man right now, bro, is definitely major. And even just hearing him talk on his pod, I see his vocabulary is grown. I can tell he be in his books. I see the grammar.
Use all the big words. He motivated me, man. I gotta get my dictionary. Like, what did he say? Wait, what's that mean?
But I hear you, cuz, and I see the growth in it. And I'm actually over here just in shock and awe for real, because when you know something, you hit a little different. You know what I mean? Like, I see potential and value within everybody, and the more 100%. I see growth out of somebody, the more I can understand what struggle they came through.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? But I just know some things personally with you, and I'm like, wow, like, bro, this is just so real to me. But where you are now, bro, definitely, like you said, pat yourself on the back and keep being a light, man, because people need to really know, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to extract some of that value, because people need to know, like, on the surface, let alone the depths of what it is to be, you know, you live by kingdom principles, bro. You know what I mean? You're a man of integrity. What that looks like as a 20-year-old, because the world will tell you so often that you can't be a good man at this age, bro. Like, you have to be involved with certain things. You have to live a certain way, especially if you want certain riches in life, certain things in life. It's telling you got to cut corners, you got to do this. And again, nobody's perfect by all means, but you have something that you're seeking, and you do understand a large fraction of your purpose that keeps you in alignment with, you know, your habits and certain things that you do. So we definitely got to speak to some of them things, bro, just out of your daily life, like your habits, your 24 hours, what they look like within a week. Like, it's important, bro, because people need to know that.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So we'll start with that. So your 24 hours, like pretty much, and we'll say your standard, like when, you know, when you're working and stuff too. So what does that all look like for you? Like, typically, like, you know, I know obviously some days is different than others.
From the start of the day to the day ending.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, in a nutshell.
Okay. So usually I have a fiance. I got engaged this year. You know,
congratulations, man. I hear that.
That's
20 years old, man. Yeah. Come on, stop playing with him, man. Hey, hold on. I'm positive. Hold up. You can't go no further. Listen, because it's systemic, man, that you got to live so much life first before you find out somebody's the one for you and all that. And even if something was the so-called happen to the situation, you still got to understand, just because you know, people tell you got to experience the world to find what's your world is. That's not true. That's not true. You can literally hone in and work on yourself, do the self-work. Your partner could do the self-work, and y'all can find yourself in the right place, in the right time. You know. Yeah, I mean, definitely when you know. And then when you grow. So it's like putting them two things together, you can make it happen, but that's hope within itself.
The Lord is the key to my story, I would definitely say. And, you know, that's why me and, you know, the woman I'm with now, you know, I'm thankful for her. She's a fantastic woman. And, yeah. So, but to my 24, so I usually try to start my day at 5:30. Sometimes I might sleep in until 6 o'clock, but, you know, just wake up. And once I wake up, my first hour of my day, I'm going to be honest with you, I give it to God. You know what I mean? So, because it's like, not only did you let me make it home safely last night, but you woke me up this morning. So, you know what I mean? I just definitely got to, you know, set my foundation for my day through him. You know, I listen to his word. You know, I read it. You know, I'm praying to him. You know, I'm giving him worship, listening to the music, you know, just thanking him. So I do that, and then, you know, around like 7:30, around that time, you know, I wake my fiance up, you know, for work. You know, she get ready and different stuff like that.
Wake my fiance.
Come on, bro. That's different, huh? That's different, huh?
That's hitting me a little different right now.
Go on, bro.
That's dope.
So, yeah, I'll wake her up, you know, get her ready. Not get her ready, but she'll get ready. She'll get ready. I'll get ready for work, you know, and then, you know, we'll head out, you know what I mean, like eat sometimes, but yeah, we'll head out, and then we'll be on our way to work. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Well, after that first hour, I'll read, you know, my books, you know what I mean, or take notes on different stuff, like, cause I listen to Audible a lot, like while I'm at work, so I'll take notes. Like, I'll take screenshots at like times, and then I'll write it down once I get home or I get the free time. So, like, I'll listen to, you know, different stuff like that, or like, I'll throw on like E.T. or Myron Golden, just like just to get my mind going, like get my mind, like not even my mind, bro, my spirit. Like, get my spirit,
Your
like,
energy,
have it up here, because it's like, bro, once you're having a work day, bro, it's like you never know what you're going to encounter through the day. So just have my spirit up here, you know, just on a different level.
Because if you tap in with some low vibrational stuff, like certain rap,
like, I'm able to overcome it, because
like
it's like I just started my day off on the correct foundation. So it's like
the right thing.
it's not going to crumble. So I do that, you know what I mean? I'll listen to it, then we'll leave out while we're heading to work, you know, like I read my book, like, you know, while I'm in the car, you know what I mean? Like, I'll talk to her, I'm reading, I'm telling her about my book and different stuff like that. I'll ask her, like, you know, how she's feeling, you know, then, like, I'll get to work, you know, stuff like that. And then I work, you know, I start work at 8, and sometimes I end up, like, in at, like, 10 o'clock, 7 o'clock, you know what I mean? Because, I mean, that's what you do when you love what you do, you know what I mean? You know what you're aiming towards. You're not just there for no paycheck. You're there because it's like, I want to, you know, make my craft as perfect as I can.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to become an expert. So I just invest that time, and then at the end of my day, you know, I ask my fiance, like, you know, we'll sit down and eat dinner together. We'll talk about our day, you know what I mean? I asked her, you know, like, what's 3 wins from today? You know what I mean? Just so we could end the day off great, like, you know what I mean? Like, on a positive note. And then, you know, just after that, you know, I'll read again. You know what I mean? Watch some valuable on YouTube, and then, you know, go to sleep, start my day again.
But see, I think it's like that daily grind, for real, right? It's like, this is, you know, it kind of, I think some people, bro, kind of get discouraged, like, living that life. So they feel the need to go out and go do other stuff, you know what I'm saying? And what they don't understand is that life that you are seeking is in that daily.
Oh, for sure.
It's going to look the same for a minute. It's going to be boring. It's not going to be fun. It's not going to be, it's routine. That's exactly what it is. And some people don't like routine, and they're not disciplined within their routine. So they want to, like, change it up. You know what I'm saying? And that's where they mess themselves up at.
There's no consistency.
Because there's no consistency. So, like, people don't understand that. And I think that's, again, bro, for you to be 20, you are kind of like, like, it's going to seem a little boring. You know what I'm saying? Some days it's going to be like, man, today dragged. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. But that's the sacrifice. That's the trade-off, bro. For, like, right now, you are trading the end, that time, that grind, to your future, into the future.
I'm being honest with y'all, I've been doing it for so long now, it's a sense of enjoyment. You know what I mean?
Or you find the enjoyment in it. It's not like you're not dragging it.
I enjoy the process, because it's like, once you know what you're aiming toward, it's like, you gotta go work out there, and you know, I don't work out there 90 together, but you know what I mean. You gotta go work.
So
out
that's what
there.
they do. You don't do that.
But I'm just saying, saying, like, if you gotta work out there in 90-degree weather, you're like, I don't care, because it's like, I know what I'm aiming towards. So it's like, the journey isn't necessarily a problem. Sometimes, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, it's not perfect. You know what I mean? Sometimes I get irritated. You know what I mean? I may get impatient. You know what I mean? You're human, so it's going to happen. But it's all about, like, okay, once I do get irritated, what do I do? How do I go about this? You know what I mean? So,
resiliency.
You know, so I pray to God. I'm like, you know, tell me what to do. You know what I mean? And, you know, you just do it. It comes to you. You know what I'm saying? So definitely that routine, because it's like, I know that to become the person I want to become, you know, in the future, you know, people make it like it just happened once it happened. Like, once it happened,
it's the small.
It's not just going to change overnight. You know what I mean? It's a compound effect. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you have to start today. Like, when managing money, don't say, oh, when you get a lot of money, bro, you're never going to get a lot of money if you're you know, managing today, right?
Bag if you do.
Or once you do get it, it's dropping your lap. It's going go quicker out, you know, than it came in. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, always about implementing them habits as soon as possible, and as little as possible as you can, because don't try to dive in it, you know, full on right away, because you may think like, dang, why not get results, bro? It's just like going to the gym.
It's we were talking about investing, right? You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much how it go, because a lot of people say, oh, I don't want to invest until I can invest this much into it, but you're never going to get that much, because you're not investing a little bit in it first. So it's like, you can't expect to just make one big deposit when you don't have that deposit to make. You gotta make that little deposit, little deposit.
That's heavy.
And eventually it goes. It compounds. Exactly, that compound interest that we talk about too. It's like, that's exactly what it is. And I think when you make that small deposit into your daily life in any aspect, bro, like again, 1% better. You know what I'm saying? You put that 1% into anything, bro, it's going to keep growing. You put that small deposit into anything, it's going to keep growing over time, because you know, especially when you are just working a 9 to 5, you're not really making too much money. You can't really afford to just put in a big thing like that, you know, a big deposit, because then you're going to start asking yourself, why isn't it hurting, or why isn't it doubling, why isn't it, you know, compounding or whatever. And it's mainly just because it takes time. So that's why it's better for you to make that small deposit, especially when you don't got it like that, you know what I'm saying, to just be making, because then you start getting discouraged, or you start doing just wild stuff out of anger, out of certain issues, because you're expecting something different. So and
it's better to take the losses with the least than with the most and with the more. You know what I mean, it's better to have that confidence of taking a loss within a little words. If you do take a big loss, it's like, obviously it hit differently, but still it's like, okay, you understood your loss because you've been here before. You know, okay, it's probably going to go back up. Like, you've been there before. It's not an unfamiliar place for you. So that's super good, bro. And it's deep, and it's important because, like you said too, like, just trusting out that process and also being in alignment with the whole process. Like you said, like Nerd was saying, like, yeah, there may be, you know, sometimes where things just seem so routine and kind of feel like a robot sometimes. Let's be real. Like, it's like this day it's the same thing. You feel like you're in a cycle, you know what I mean? But it's like, I know for you, and you can speak to it, even the things you do out of enjoyment is still in alignment with your purpose. Like, bro, like going to car shows in his free time. Like, he likes doing things such as, he likes, you know, speak to some of the things what you do, like, within your free time.
For enjoyment. Like, even like with the movies that I watch, like I was just telling you, like, I watch movies based off my purpose. Like, literally, that's literally what my life is shaped around. Even the woman that I'm with, you know, it's shaped around purpose, because it's like, I always look at it like, whatever I'm consuming,
come on, bro,
it has to be built in me spiritually, because whatever you're being built spiritually, it affects you, you know, you in the physical.
In totality.
So it's like your mind's like, people may not realize it, but whatever you're feeding your mind, bro, you're going to see that in your life. Your thought process is going to think that way. You know what I mean? Like, you could, like for example, you know, negative people, like, you could just, they're feeding their mind the wrong things.
Come on,
Positive
bro.
people's feeding their mind the correct things. So,
you been around me a little bit.
so definitely going back to what I do in my free time, like, just, you know, me and my fiance, like, I try to spend, you know, good amount of time with her, because of course I gotta water that plant too.
That's your partner. Yeah, that's your partner.
She play a part in me, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So definitely, you know, spending, like, we'll go to the park, enjoy that, you know, just, you know, being aware of what's going on, like, just feeling the earth, feeling the nice weather, you know, appreciating the sun. Like, I love seeing the sunrise, bro. It's beautiful. The sunset is beautiful.
Sunset,
you know what I mean? So just that, reading books. That's what I do in my free time. Like, that,
and alignment also. Your books are in alignment.
Purpose. So like, when I read books on investing, real estate, self-development. Like, you know, Miles Monroe is a great, you know, individual. I like the Think or Grow Rich, the Black Choice. It's a great one, because it's like you actually relate to, like, it's more similar to, like, the environment that I grew up around, for sure, which is great. That YouTube, you know, I'll watch you guys' podcasts.
You don't be on YouTube watching Cocomelon or nothing like that?
Bro, no, I ain't there yet. I got 5 years, bro. I got 5 years before I, you know, started a family. So that, and then...
No, you starting it right now, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That family started. It already started.
Foundation.
It already started. Facts, bro.
And a quick tip for, you know, the fellas out there who is looking for a woman, or the woman that's looking for a man. You attract what you are, and I see it in my fiance. Like, she is a mirror image of me. So, like, whatever I do, she does. You know what I mean? That way, but she does it. So, just so y'all know, y'all be like, oh, I want a girl who's gonna be loyal to me and don't cheat. But, bro, you just doing whatever.
You gotta do whatever.
You know what I mean? Like, it's, you gonna attract what you are.
I think we talked about it before. It's like your partner should be that reflection of you. In some sense. Now, obviously, y'all's not gonna be the exact same. Like, y'all's not gonna be, you know, the same person, but she should
complementary.
be. Yeah, it's complementary. Exactly. Like, when you look into that mirror, you should see almost kind of the same, like, your morals, principles, and stuff like that. She should be standing for the same. You know, almost for the same thing.
How's it ever gonna work?
Exactly.
The values gotta be like
even like these guys, like, they're part of my purpose. Like, they stand on integrity.
That,
you know what I mean? The morals that I stand on, like we have a lot of them similar. That's why I'm sitting here with them having this conversation.
Facts.
You feel me? So just all of that, like just my whole life is just surrounded around purpose. What I watch, like my Instagram, business,
you know what?
motivation,
I seen you.
all that.
I seen you. I didn't say nothing about it, but this was probably about 2 months ago, bro. I think I done seen you delete everything off your page and kind of like restart.
Yeah.
Like
so,
you kind of like
yeah. So, bro, I was going through a process to like try and figure out like who I am.
Like, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like more of who I am. And I feel like at that, like I'm at the point now to where I start like put myself out into the world to who I am more and more. Like there's some things that I'm working on in the dark. You know what I mean? That's going to come to light, but don't look at it in a negative sense. Yeah. Like as in like
that's good.
You built in the dark, so when it like all the books that I'm reading, that's going to come into the light. You know what I mean? Everything I'm consuming.
I think it's going to show with
so yeah,
what
like
become,
who
the type of person
the person I want to become. So that's why I was like, I even changed my Instagram name. Like I changed my name to Ray the Great. You know what I mean?
Follow my boy Ray the Great. Ray, is it Ray _ the Great?
Oh man, yeah. It's Ray _
It's gonna be in there. It's gonna be in there.
Before, like it was 412 but like that had no meaning. So just making everything in my life have meaning.
Yeah,
so
I love it.
You know what I mean? So yeah.
I feel that.
Even down to social media. So everything.
I just wanted to speak to, bro, obviously we talked about it in our episode of influence, right?
Yeah,
like the power of consumption. Like we understand like you are what you eat, like on spiritually, physically, like you really have to understand that. So when you say, I consume my future, basically is what you're saying.
Pretty
like,
much.
I consume the things I want to be. Even if I'm not them now, I consume them so my body can mold and shape into those things. And it's like we talked about it so much, but I think it's always any opportunity I find, especially such as like a practical opportunity, I take it because we have to stop undermining that principle of that, the effect of that. Like you cannot want a certain peace in your life and consume drama. You cannot want a certain type of love in your life and consume hate. You cannot want a type of future in your life and consume just the past. Like you have to consume what you actually want right here, right now, so your body can start generating those cells to actually be that mentally, spiritually, physically. Like you have to do that. So it's just so important. I love it again because 20 years old, and a fresh 20-year-old too. He just turned 20, so he's fresh out the teens. You know what I mean? He's fresh out the teens. He's fresh out the porch with it for real. So it's like understanding that and like really knowing like you can start now. Like you don't gotta wait till that's like sometimes we look at it like that's too grown. Like some of them things he's doing like that's too grown. Like you know what I mean? No, it's like why if you have the wherewithal and the guidance and the understanding that this is what it takes to get you somewhere, why not start now? Why not start the journey? Why wait 3 years later to be on mile 5?
I kind of want to add to that. Now. Like you can still enjoy yourself. You can still have fun. You can still do what be you. You can still have fun and enjoy your life, and that's not going to stop. It shouldn't stop your purpose, or like you shouldn't put aside your purpose because you want to have fun.
Right.
You don't want to what I'm saying. There's a fine balance within it all, but then you also have to understand that there is fun without certain things. Right. You can have fun without drinking or smoking or partying or clubbing or whatever. You can have fun with these things. You can have fun with them for sure, absolutely. But you don't have to necessarily neglect yourself of fun. I don't know what's
put it on the scale though. Put everything. That's what I say. Like I mean, obviously we can't never determine nothing else for nobody else, but put it on the honest scale and actually weigh it up and say, is this helping me or hurting me? Yes, because those things they say, well, don't kill you, make you stronger. But what about those things that don't make you stronger? They make you weaker. If it's not adding to you, it's increasing you. Because stand still only diminishes you. It only puts a deficiency within you. If I don't work out, I'm not getting stronger.
Absolutely.
Like there's no way I'm getting stronger.
Put that on a scale. On this side, I want alcohol, junk food, whatever. Then on this side, you want to work out or whatever. But the ultimate goal that you decided on, want it to be fit, you want it to be healthy, you want to be this and that.
Yes.
So how much of this are you going to put on this side, and how much of this are you going to put on this side? Yes. You know what I'm saying? So same thing. If a girl say she want a good man, all right, well, weigh it out. What, you want to go out clubbing? You want to go out shaking your butt? You want to go out doing this or that? Or do you want to actually
you ain't going to find a man like me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Exactly. Like so you got to weigh it out. Or are you going to put your time into becoming an actual better woman? You know what I'm saying? Instead of
a good man find you.
Yeah, absolutely. And you gotta bro. You gotta weigh it on a scale, and it's crazy because you had said like pretty much that, and my trainer was saying he was teaching the younger dude in the ring and stuff, and he was like, I forget what they were working on. He was talking about a tool belt. You know, whenever you're a fighter, you want to have all these different tools just in case your opponent has some stuff.
That's good.
Has some stuff that you never seen before, but you have a tool for that.
That's great.
You know exactly what tool to pull out. He said you gotta eat the meat and spit out the bones. Take the nutrition out of it. You know what I'm saying? And then spit out the stuff that you don't want to use, the stuff that's not going to help you.
That's it,
you know what I'm saying?
Heavy.
And keep the stuff that you can actually use.
Yes.
And to make you a better fighter or make you a more overall better, you know what I'm saying? And rather than taking in the stuff that you don't need.
Bro, that's so good. And it's a reality in everything. Like, every experience has opportunity within it. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, because sometimes we put ourselves in a remorse and a regret, and we kind of, you know, victimize ourselves based off of a life that we lived, knowing it wasn't conducive to who we want to be. Obviously, forgive yourself, move past that. We talked about that before as well. But even in your present stage, like, understand and be honest with yourself and really say to yourself, like, even if you're doing something that isn't conducive, at least identify it as that, so you can start, you know, chipping away at it. You know what I mean?
You know,
you have if you have awareness to it, you can start chipping away at it and not letting it
start making
just,
a difference.
You know what I mean? That way you're not just letting that thing just, you know,
1%
live in your crib. 1% better every day. Come on now. It's just don't let things live in your crib because you feel like you owe it something. Like, you don't owe nothing that isn't betterment to yourself. So
Even
it's like,
he's talking about the people. Don't think.
What? Absolutely.
Don't
You can go too. People, relationships and family. Like, I'm serious. Like, if you're not serving me and my purpose, then what are you here for?
What are you here for?
Yeah, I mean, and it's like, and it might be, you know, just distance, or you might got to get snipped in totality. Like, it depends on, you know, what you're taking from me and not increasing on to me. And by no means is anybody in your life for them to be used, but everybody's in your life to be utilized.
Yes.
So it's in the sense of, obviously, like, you don't want to get abused and you don't want to abuse nobody else, which is just really the misuse of using somebody else in your life. So when somebody's in your life, they gotta have purpose. When something's in your life, they gotta have purpose.
Yes.
And when you take that in like every area of your life and you literally just run with that principle, you'll start to weigh things up and say, okay, you know, those things I say, oh, a little bit of this won't hurt you. Okay, but will it help you? Will it help you? It might not kill you, and it probably is hurting you, but it's probably not significant enough for you to really, you know, identify.
Yes.
But identify what it's doing for you. You know what I mean? And doing that with all things, bro. Really and being honest with yourself, because there's so many things that we see. Like, I to be honest, I have a type of body where I can work out and eat junk food and it probably won't appear on the exterior. You know what I mean?
100%. I remember, bro, you showed us a picture. He's like, man, I was fat. I'm like, bro, I ain't gonna lie. You look better than me when you was fat than when I was at my best. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and it's like, bro, but then you look down and you see the difference. It's like,
absolutely.
But even on that stage, like, I didn't know. And this is what is important too, is to understand what health looks like. I thought at that point, I thought I was healthy at that point, and so did other people too. Like, you even to this day, you be like, bro, you look good. And it's like, nah, bro, but look at all this excess fat that was there that didn't belong because I was consuming things.
Or even just how you feel. You're like, I might have looked good, but I ain't feel good.
And that part, and that's the part that people can't identify. And only you know that. And you really don't know it until you get to the point where you feel good because you realize, okay, the difference.
And so it's funny, though, because it could be opposite. You might be able to look good and not feel good, but be able to feel good and not look great. You know what I'm saying? We talk about it with athletes, because some athletes tip-top shape, but they don't have the physique or the body to where it looks like when you go out on the street, you be like, wow, this boy's in great shape.
That's true.
Like, you go look at linemen, bro, they're huge.
Super in shape.
6'4", 6'5", and they're massive, bro. Like 260, 270, more than that. Some of them 300 pounds, but shoot, they probably outrun you. They probably, I mean, I can't say obviously for whatever, because you see a lot of them after they retire, they get smaller.
I'm about to
say
they
trim all that because they don't need that.
So their performance is well on the field, but a lot of them aren't healthy.
I wouldn't say they're not like really super healthy, but they're definitely
the performance, like you said, like you see it, like versus you would think like them boys would be slow.
But again, you gotta weigh it out on the scale on what you want to be.
Right.
If you want to be a lineman, you gotta get beefy, you gotta get big, you gotta be strong, you gotta be in them trenches.
You're gonna compromise some health.
You're gonna compromise,
I guarantee you.
And that's where you gotta decide on who you want to become. And it's okay if it's going to look different to everybody else. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? That's absolutely fine. If you don't want to be like Desmond, if you don't want to be like me, if you want to be like Raymond, be yourself. That's what we want you to be. But we want you to be your true self, your best self, your healthiest self. But you got to decide on who you want to become for you and your family.
And bro, that's the best part about it. So understanding that, and that's like Vermont, like you said, you just brought up his IG, and he kind of did that because when he cleared his IG and he started putting things back on his IG, he was now showing his developed self. He was showing who he knows himself to be now.
Hacked.
Yeah, I mean,
I was like,
he got cleared out, dude. Yeah, see, and that's so important because oftentimes in our journey of self discovery, we know we be like lost sometime, but we still bring people on a journey of being lost, and it misguides them. Yeah. So it's like I respect that so much from you, bro. And actually, that's actually a tool set I have in my pocket as well because I'm big on. Because some people be like you said, everything that's in the dark is gonna come to the light, right? Yes. But some people be like, well, I'm not showing none of my stuff in my dark, and I'm only showing them the light. And then some people be like, well, I'm gonna show them my darkness because I'm not perfect, and it's like. You're not on that type time where you're trying to hide your darkness, but you're like, I know it's dark. Like, you know that it's dark, so I don't want to give it as if it is the light. You hear what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to give this darkness as if it's guidance to what to be. I know I'm working on it still. Like, say I'm struggling on this one thing in life. So let's say I'm trying to stop cussing, I'm trying to stop drinking. I'm trying to stop doing that. So I'm not going to advertise it to other people because I don't want them to know I don't do it, because I know I shouldn't be doing it. I'm working on it, so I'm not going to give it as if it's a guide to something to do. You know what I'm saying?
You already know what I'm thinking, bro. But man. It's like
this dude,
man, I mean, that's deep, bro. And I think too, I want to kind of pivot a little bit, but it's along the same lines. It's like I think a lot of people are like scared, or not scared, but like they don't want to be judged for becoming a better version of themselves because it's not necessarily fitting in with them. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and you know what? You
gotta talk about that topic, bro.
No, let's talk about it real quick.
He definitely got to as a 20-year-old.
You gotta talk about there was a situation, bro, and it's crazy. I get like, bro, I get like sentimental or like emotional thinking about these times because like me and Desi always talk about how far we done came from where we were, and then like to where we are now, bro. And there was a situation. And it doesn't even seem like a big deal, but it's like a time where I recognize a shift. So there was a time we were somewhere, me and him, and this was when Desi locked in, bro, like with the diet and everything. He's like shifting for real. And somebody offered him some food. And it was like, you know what I'm talking about? So it was like, and it was genuine, like, here, you want some food? Take some home. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he's like, no, I'm cool. I don't eat that. And they was looking at him kind of funny, like,
hey, what's wrong with you,
bro? Yes, like, oh, like my food's not good enough. Like I can't, you don't eat this. Like you're better. Like almost like as he was acting like he was better than them, bro. And in that moment, bro, I felt like because I know Desi. I know exactly where he's coming from with it. That's just not what he's not into today. He's trying to change. You know what I'm saying? But I also understand why they think like that because they're not there with him. You know what I'm saying? And it was a moment where I felt like that reason right there, like that feeling that was probably put onto him from them is why people don't want to change, because they don't want to be looked at different. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro. And that was a moment, bro. I don't even know if we really talked about it too much. Like, I think I touched on it, bro. But like, it was a moment for me where I was like, I remember little moments like that. It was a moment for me where I was like, wow.
I didn't know you seen that moment,
bro. Facts, bro. And it was like, it was such a weird feeling for me to kind of be in a third party and seeing it from a distance. And again, bro, I ain't talked to nobody about it because I just witnessed it. But it's like that moment right there is when I knew, like, okay, like when you're on this journey, bro, that's exactly how people is going to look at you.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, you're different. You're trying to be better. You're trying to, and they'll make you feel guilty for it, bro. And I feel like that was what was being portrayed on him, was feeling guilty for not taking the food. But it's like, nah, bro, I'm trying to be better. Like, no disrespect to you or your food. I just want to be better. Like, you feel me?
And you gotta live that, bro. Like,
over and over and over
your
and
whole
over
journey
again,
of growth, bro. Like,
bro,
you
it don't matter what age you are either,
and it don't, bro. And that's what God causes persecution that you get of trying to live righteous. You know what I mean? That's the persecution you get because you're setting yourself apart from different. You know what I mean? Not from different people, but from yourself, from your old self.
And that's the test, because you're like, you feel guilty for changing within yourself.
I'm trying to become a butterfly, bro. I ain't trying to be a caterpillar no more, bro.
That's it, bro. And you're like making me feel like I gotta be a caterpillar to fit in.
And I'm not saying nothing about you being a caterpillar
at all.
I'm flapping my wings as a butterfly. I'm just trying to fly free, bro. But it, like you said, it feels imprisoning to them and offensive to them because it's like, you know,
bro.
for whatever reasons, everybody I'm sure take different offense in a different manner.
Like,
between insecurities or just trauma bonding or just wanting to be around people who actually
trauma bonding.
Yeah, you know, but it's like
I've done it. I've trauma bonded.
Absolutely,
I got a friendship from trauma.
Bro, friendships, relationships, absolutely, like it happened, bro. Let's be real, like, and that's why a lot of people even sustain certain things that aren't sustainable. You know what I mean? But it's like, bro, that's good because, bro, and I want to speak to everybody out there, bro, because I'm big on that, like, you know, it's bigger than just my consumption of food, but just all areas of life for growth, like, because it really can, if you're not strong about it, you'll slip into it, bro. You'll take that bait, bro.
A couple times.
You'll take that bait, bro. It happens, bro. And you know, hopefully you forgive yourself and moved on.
Absolutely,
but like, bro, you can really. Some people don't, bro. Some people really take the bait and now they're back at square one because man, it's just hard being different. Like I gotta sacrifice my friend. I gotta sacrifice the things I used to do, the people and the places I used to be. It's like some of that is too overwhelming for some people, bro. But it's like you're not honest enough, and you don't feel worthy, bro. You don't feel worthy of the change that you're trying to make. You don't feel worthy of the person you're trying to be. Until you feel worthy of that person that you know you're desiring and striving to be, you'll always fall for the temptation of what somebody else places in your face, bro, because you don't really understand that your worth is bigger than what they see in you, bro. And you have to see that within yourself, or you're never ever going to grow to that
button,
bro.
That's
But
wrong.
look, bro,
That's
come
wrong.
on, bro. It's like, yeah, bro, you moving too different. That's why, you know, they say, you know, wrong is right and right is wrong. In the world we live in today, that's what it looks like. But bro, I could go off on this subject, but bro, I need you to speak, bro, because again, you just not walking into the 20s, bro. Man. You know what I mean? Me and Duane, you know, we 26 and we still had a generation where we fight the battle too. Don't get it wrong, but absolutely. At your age,
it's a different battle now. But it's more, it's a different battle. It's still within ourselves. That's what it is. But for you, I feel like you're still fighting the youth, the youthfulness.
You know, it's crazy. It wasn't even like the youth. It ain't so much them, bro. It's, bro.
Come on.
This is a moral support podcast.
Come on, bro. We honest and transparent.
Talk to him, man.
Liberty takes place, bro.
Yeah.
Listen,
we ain't got a name drop or nothing, but speak to you. You know what I mean?
It's more family. Bro, it's not even more the youth, bro. It's more family, bro. That is the
people who know you most, right?
It's hard. It's hardest to let them down or to disappoint them. So it's like
they know you most. They know what you've been through. They know how you grown up.
They know how you ain't.
They know how you was.
They know how you was.
Man, it's more family because I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like the youth, they be like they all like, you know, I was in. They always seem like I started moving different. So they more like or inspired by it because it's like, dang, bro was just doing what we was doing, but now he's doing something different. So he must be doing something right. So when they are inspired about something or they want to do something different, they come to me like, yo, bro, this is what I got planned. I'm like, bro, you could do that because I'm going to speak life into it because anything's possible, bro. Anything's possible with God. You know what I'm saying? Let me not leave that part out. Anything's possible with him. But yeah, like they always were inspired, and it's like, they or like sometimes they're shocked about like the way that I move about certain things, but like with family, it was more like new people that I meet, they be like, wow, like I didn't know you do that. But like people that I've been knew, I'm gonna be honest with you, like I had to like dissect my whole circle, everything. Like people I went to school with, like I don't hang with them no more. Not that I feel like I'm better than them or anything, but it's just like I just want different. I want more. You know what I mean? Like I'm going to hang around people I want to become. You know what I mean? So that reverts back to, you know, shaping your life around purpose. So
can I say something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
You know what kills me, bro? It's like when you doing something and people like, you not even into that. You don't even like that, or you're not like that, or something like that. Like I wasn't, but I am now. Like you know what I'm saying? And they don't like when you said offensive. That's kind of what it is. Like they're almost offended because you're changing. You know what I'm saying? And it's like
embracingly.
Yeah, like I'm proud. Yeah, like I'm trying. This is what I want. You know what I'm saying? And
this is who I am.
I always looked at it like I don't want to live like this no more. Like I don't want to live like I don't want my kids experiencing the things that I experienced. Like I don't want my kids. Bro. I don't want.
But they made you, bro. You should. If it made you, bro, it's good to give back and let them repeat the same cycle.
There are some things that's necessary and some things that's not necessary, bro. Like there's just some things like certain traumas and stuff, bro. Like
you overcame them. Yeah, they don't got to go through them though.
They don't. I wouldn't dare want to put them through that. So it's like they make you feel guilty for almost wanting to change, but really there should be like keep going, like keep doing your thing, and they don't really get there until you start showing them. Like when you start showing them that money, when you start showing them the people, your circle around you,
peace and love.
Yeah, when you start showing them a good relationship that you have with somebody, it's crazy because they don't even want to really talk on it or speak on it until you do something. Until you're showing them like the positive side of it. You know what I'm saying?
Can't people. You know what the problem is? People cannot see the visions that's in your head. They can only see what's in the physical. So therefore, when being on this journey of success, becoming a better person, becoming a different person, you have to understand that you got to be disciplined. There's going to be people that's sometimes the closest people to you that's going to doubt you. You just got to, be so in love and believe in it that it's like you got to block out that noise. Like, seriously, because it's like I'm going to go back to how Daz was asking me about, like, how do I deal with it? I deal with it by, like, of course, praying, but just, like, I have a vision in my head. I know it's going to come true because it already started. You know what I'm saying? Like, even what I do on my day-to-day, like, I seen it before it even happened. Like,
come on, bro.
I knew that's something that I wanted to do, so I pushed towards it, and now it's happening. You know what I mean? So, but I'm going to be honest with you. I truly don't like when people say, you got time, so wait.
Don't. You got time, but don't wait.
You know what I'm talking.
If you ready,
what is the exact way that they put it? They say, "You got it's all right. You got time. Don't worry about it." You know what I mean? You got time. You still young.
Yeah, live a little.
Yeah, that part.
Type of stuff,
that part, man.
You definitely you gotta live, but bro, it's your purpose.
If I know what I want to build now, why put the
hammer
hammer down? If I like, some people have to wait to find a blueprint. If I know the blueprint and I know why
if you know where you're going, why
not travel?
But don't take today for granted. That was my whole. That's my whole thing with that, because it's like live little, but it's like, bro, I know people who got 14.
But
16,
see, there's no like,
you know what I mean, stuff like that. So it's like, bro, you not promised tomorrow, bro. So it's like you could compound every day and work towards it. Hoping, praying that you get to the opportunity. But it's like you're not promised. Like a lot of people who died probably didn't know they was going. People die in their sleep, bro. Like just because what, like you feel like, oh, you in your 20s, you young. Like, bro, like, that don't mean that you're going to be here tomorrow to be able to even put that off that forward. Be like, oh, I'm going to wait until I get in my 30s and I'm going to party my whole 20s. Nah, bro, because it's like, once you get in your 30s, then you're going to be feeling like, bro, what the freak happened? Like, bro, what did I do? Because it's like, I want to be here, but instead I'm right here. And now you feel like you behind. You know what I mean? Yeah. Even though you never really behind, you right on time when you on time. But
you right on time.
It's still
always
like,
on time.
No doubt.
It's still like, bro.
The time is always perfect, bro. You can't
always. But it's just still, it's still like, don't take your days for granted. But none that, stay purposeful, continue to be disciplined, persevere, and don't let nobody hold you back. Don't let family. Sometimes you got to stop talking to family. Sometimes you got to separate yourself from old friends, because you're constantly evolving, you're constantly changing.
Come on,
bro. So it's like, you're not you're going to like, people going to say, oh yeah, you acting different, but you're going to act different, bro. Because it's like, bro, I'm not staying the same, bro. Why would I stay the same, bro? Because it's like, staying the same got me here.
Come on.
We'll still
got my family here.
You know what I mean?
We stayed the same for 3 generations. That's why we here.
We breaking generational curses. You feel me? So it's like, bro,
somebody gotta be.
I gotta change. I can't stay the same. I just can't. You know what I mean? Like, you can't stay the same exact person for the rest of your life. And people always look at, like, change is a bad thing, bro. Nah, bro, change is great. Like, you need change in your life.
It's inevitable. You know just the amount and the direction of change is what varies.
It's either you change or the world change without you.
I mean,
it's just that simple. So yeah, just, bro, when people talk down on you or say, like, bro, you acting different, or they stop talking to you or whatever.
I just always ask people, bro, like, I'm acting different, but like, you don't want different? Like, you don't want anything different? Like, I don't know. That's the way I look at it.
What's the flaw in my difference? Like,
what's me being different going to do? Like, at this point, we already came from this like environment, bro. Like, what else? Like, how is it going to hurt at all? You know what I'm saying? And I think just some people, bro. I think a lot of people are just insecure.
You're not being realistic.
I just think they're just pushing their insecure. Don't get me started to realistic.
You're not being realistic, bro.
And you know what comes with I kind of found it to almost be like a generational thing, bro. Because I feel like our generation are the more like I think we have a lot of dreamers, but I think from like the boomers kind of like area, they're all they know hard work, honest.
They were doers.
You know what I'm saying? They were doers, but they won't go outside their comfort zone.
They wasn't doing dreams though.
They weren't chasing their dreams. They was doing what made the family good.
They went to the limit. They went to the limit. They didn't go to the unlimited.
They didn't go to the limit. They went to what they felt like there was a ceiling there, and they just stopped.
Right.
They didn't push through
that thing.
They didn't push through, bro. There was only a few people who really pushed through, bro.
Yeah,
like
and
it shows. You know, like throughout history, bro. You know, those people who went beyond and above and beyond. Absolutely,
Rockefellers.
Bro. Even just in your family, bro. In your family, like even the first freed slave, bro, on what they built and how they got away, or like, you know, the ones who survived the slavery, bro, in your ancestry, like, you know what I'm saying?
They broke out
it's
the
like,
matrix, man.
They're the ones who was like, man, somebody in your lineage, bro, changed. It's just probably a lot more didn't.
Nah, bro, it was just luck though and chance. It was just a lottery,
bro.
Like, it just happened, bro.
Bro, let me put this out there right now, bro. I do not believe in luck, bro. I just don't. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't know if you guys may have a different.
I believe in destiny and timing, bro.
It's just that simple.
Which is no luck, which is all principle.
Because it's like, bro, there's no such thing. Like, bro, if you just think about some of the dumb stuff that they say, walk under a ladder, crack a mirror. Bro, what? You know what I mean? Like, stuff like that. But I think
I feel like luck is a victim thing, bro.
Yeah.
I wasn't lucky enough to be rich.
Ooh.
I wasn't lucky enough to do this. I wasn't lucky enough to have.
It's like a control, right?
That's all it is.
It's
bro.
saying whatever happens. Like, I ain't got no control over life.
And you not see, but like we really have the ultimate say so in everything that happens in our life.
Literally, your words hold power. The power is within your tongue. And I would say that, not to cut you off, I'll let you go. But as far as I think that what it was with the ancestors and with the people who are the 1%, you know what I mean, is that they rather take the risk knowing that they took it than wishing that they took it.
Sheesh.
That's it.
Come on.
They like, that's how I look at life. That's clearly how you look at life, and that's clearly how you look at life, just based off what you're saying.
If you're a shooter, you gotta shoot.
Because it's like, okay,
reward or something. Like, there's a bunch of sayings and stuff that you
no glory.
Seriously, bro. Because
miss every shot you don't take.
It's really. What you say? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. It's a fact, bro. Because at some point, like, bro, I even look at my mother, for example. She was a black sheep in her family. Completely left, bro. She from St. Louis. Her family from Missouri. Or I forget what part of Missouri they from, but they from Missouri. And my mom was the only one different, bro. Like, she the only one that got a black baby dad, dealt with a black person, you know what I'm saying? And, bro, like, that risk alone, getting away from your family where it was comfortable was probably, I mean, I know she ain't have it the best with them, but it's still like you getting away from everything that you're comfortable with, like, you know what I'm saying? And you go to a foreign, a different land, bro. You look at it, the ancestors, bro, like people went through, bro, and that's my
deep,
thing. Like,
deep.
People went through real hardships, bro. Like real hardships. Like, people were literally jumping off that boat because they would rather do that than go through what they was about to go through, bro. And some people was like, "No, I'm going through it."
Why not? Try
some folks was like, "I'm going through it.
Why not try something
I'm gonna do it."
Some people believe, but what's so deep about what you saying, bro? Is a lot of people don't do it for them. A lot of people didn't jump off the boat for them.
Yeah,
they jumped off the boat. They didn't want pregnant women who was jumping off the boat.
Absolutely,
bro. A lot of pregnant, and it's like when you speak to your mom, bro. Maybe what she did. Maybe it ain't look the best for her life, but I look at the man, look at the son she's raising. I mean, look at the generation that she set up for.
And I look at that with the ancestors, and I always say I think there was just a point in time where generally it kind of shifted for people, like maybe around segregation, maybe a little bit after that, but there is still like, I think she's but yeah, bro. Like there was always that person that took risks and stuff in our family, bro. Like we not here by mistake. We not here by luck. I mean, we are blessed, like extremely. I mean. The chance, and that's the thing, bro. And this is what I'm saying. That's why I believe in destiny so much, because I don't know if y'all know who what's his name, Neil deGrasse or something like that. He's a scientist, bro.
Okay.
And he was like, so there's like 8 billion people on Earth, but that's nowhere near how many there could be. Like, because of all you as one, when you in that mode where you becoming embryo.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You against a lot of different
That's crazy.
possibilities.
Even that part.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of different possibilities that go through that.
That cell count
and
crazy.
you being
that
here
count crazy.
It's insane, bro. So the chance of you being here is so astronomically high, like the chance or low for the chance of you being here.
Right.
Is like that alone to me. I feel like destiny is just such a it plays a big role. Yeah, because it's not luck, bro. I mean, I was destined. Like this is what I'm here for.
100%.
Like you know what I'm saying. I'm here to make a difference.
And when you do the math on it all, bro, it makes sense because like most of the things that we say is lucky is like basically just us neglecting a principle with it. Like let's just say let's just go low surface real quick. Like somebody might catch a ball or something. They might say that was luck. It's like no. It might have seemed like it, but his hand was where he was supposed to be at this exact time that allowed him to make this exact motion, allow him to catch the ball. And it's like, yeah, it looks lucky, but there was principle, even if it wasn't in his conscious mind that he made to make it happen. It's like it's like that with everything,
absolutely.
bro. Like,
if there's a small chance, a small percentage, if there's like 0.0002% chance that he's gonna catch that ball, it's not luck.
It's not.
It's still a chance, though.
It's just a chance.
I love that part. It's still
you know what I'm saying?
chance.
It's still a chance. And I look at it as far as like that. He had control of that. He was in the right place at the right time.
You hear what I'm saying?
He ran that route. He put his hand out. You know what I'm saying? He, in his mind, he felt like he did exactly the best that he could do to catch that rock.
Come on.
And think about it, bro. That's gonna go deeper, nerd. You know what I'm saying? He put in that work.
I'm about to say this thing is before that moment.
He put in work to class so he was able to catch that ball at that moment and not drop it. He had the strength. He was able to have the speed to get there.
He put himself in the moment.
You know what I mean?
That's where we look at luck a lot because we don't even understand the journey that it took for us to get where we got. Like we ain't, bro. Boys didn't get to the moon by luck. That wasn't a luck, bro. They did scientific.
Hold on, don't start y'all little you know what I'm saying? Don't
Listen,
start
I ain't arguing. Whatever. Boys, that we don't get to from one side of the coast to the other by luck. Like this is coordinates that we follow, which is principle that get us from here to there. The way the plane is built is not by luck; it's by design. And like you're saying, bro, everything's designed.
We put the work in for this.
What?
If we didn't, somebody before us did.
That's it, bro. And that's everything. Like it's all by design, whether we actually acknowledge the design that it was. But bro, nothing runs off. You go ahead. Luck ain't gonna start the gas.
I think you said it.
You gotta put gas in there.
I think you said it best, bro. Like it just wasn't. I done lost my train of thought. But no, you said something. It was just along the lines of that. Like it's not luck. Like did we
design,
work?
Bro.
Yeah, it's design, and it's just that's just such a big. Oh no! I know what I was gonna say. Is that the ceiling? Like people like limit.
Okay.
Like they put the limitations on themselves when they say luck. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like you can't say. Oh, I mean. You can say I'm blessed, or but you've put the work to be exactly where you're at.
Absolutely,
like,
faith plus
or
work.
you didn't put the work in to be exactly where you're
that's
at.
true too.
You know what I'm
faith
saying?
without work is dead.
You're not unlucky.
You put yourself there, like almost. And there's just some circumstances that are just unfortunate that people go through. Very unfortunate, and maybe a series of events led to them. But you got to understand that there is a reason, a purpose for everything. Unfortunately,
all of it.
It's not always good. You know what I'm saying?
That's facts.
People, again, like stuff happens, slavery, certain crimes are committed. You know what I'm saying? And it is unfortunate, but
no doubt.
I mean, it's just
that's like a principle.
It's kind of hard to say it for people who's actually going through it, but you got to understand there is principle, there is a reason for everything. And it's to build you. You know what I'm saying? It's to create character development. I believe in that a lot. Like, you know, it's developing.
And those who are going through it and make amends with it and actually, you know, they find a peace because they understand like this isn't against me. This is for me.
Or at least they're aware of it so they can address it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. They might not find it in the instance, but it's like, okay, what did this thing that I'm grieving, what is it supposed to do for me? Because like you said in our last episode, like with the mental health, we talked about sometimes we feel like the world's against us, and then you start putting yourself in a dark space because you feel like everything's just against you instead of actually saying like, well, what is this for? Like, what is the greater purpose? Because life ain't about us. Like our life is so much bigger than us as individuals. So it's like to really see that this thing might have happened just so you can go ahead and be the one that discovers this certain thing or invents this certain thing or makes amends with this certain, like, bro,
a blade don't becomes tempered until it's put through the fire.
Come on,
that's all it is, bro. Like you got to go through that fire, bro, to become your sharpest self. Like it's just the reality of the road. I feel like,
are you gonna be a dull axe?
That part.
Gonna be a dog axe. And what do a dog axe do, bro?
Man, you gotta put in more strength, man, instead of skill. You don't understand that axe. You don't understand that the axe is dog. But it takes for you to, you to learn. You actually to understand.
You know how to chop wood with an axe?
Nah, I'm gonna be honest.
No, I feel you. No, because the principle's there. I was just asking.
It's some work.
I don't, but I know if I got a sharp axe, it ain't gonna take as much effort.
That's the real.
Get it in the right spot.
You know what I mean. I know they gonna take as much effort. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But I just know that, like, for like people today, you know what I mean. Something that they could start doing. People who may be going through the storm or just different stuff like that is. Picture in your head what it will be like once you get through, because that's what's going to help you get through. That's good.
That's the vision,
you know
right?
what I mean? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the vision. That's the vision.
Kevin Hart said something that I've seen recently, and he was like, if you were like the author of your book, how would you want your story to come out? Mm-hmm. You know, so like kind of throw yourself at the end of the story. What does that look like? Mm-hmm. Do you look like a superhero? Do you look like this, spectacular human? Or what?
And then fill it in as
long
as
you go.
Even light right there, bro.
Yeah, that's definitely not light. And that's what God does with us. God knows the end of our story, and we're living it out. And it's like, that's good, bro. That's so good, bro. Because until you understand, like, and nobody understands it in totality. That's deep, because it's like, until you get a grasp of what your purpose may be, then you can start writing a story accordingly. Like you said, like he knows a large fraction of his purpose. So now the things he does is in alignment to that. So his chapters aren't just all over the place.
Absolutely.
You can probably guess what his next chapter of this book's going to be, because based off of knowing his purpose, knowing what his end story is. So it's like
knowing what the last chapter looks like.
Yeah,
you kind of know where he's going towards.
And definitely knowing the end of it, like that gives you. Again, nobody knows the whole end. There's pivots to life, but it's like you can at least do things that are in alignment and accordance to that, and that's just good, bro.
But I think it's so crazy because, like, bro, life is just like, man, like once you start to grow your mind so much, you just sort of look at it like it's like just different. Like I kind of look at like life like you're your own avatar. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like creating a character on a game, bro.
Literally.
Almost. You're creating yourself. Every day you're creating yourself.
Literally, and it's like you could choose who you want to become, because it's like, of course there's levels and you're not going to get to where you want to be tomorrow, but it's like you could literally become anybody you want to be, no matter where you started from, anything like that. You could be anybody you want to be. You know what I mean? You want to be the best person in the world, you want to be the worst person, you could be anybody you want to be. And I feel like we see, like, I don't know, it's been like, it's so dumbed down, like I don't know, I feel like sometimes people put their mind in such a box that
they don't think it's possible.
It does, like their mind, like it's not exposed. Like that's why it's so important to like learn new things, get out there and learn new things, because it's like if you're not going to be able to just think like, oh, I could do that. He did it, so it's definitely possible. You know what I mean? Or I can make that better. He did it, so you know what I mean? I could do it. So it's like definitely constant. That's why, man, investing in yourself is so important.
Exposure.
That's what's going to allow you to become that person you want to become. Like, that's just what's going to allow it to happen, you know what I mean, without investing into yourself.
And it don't take much like effort to just say, you know what, I owe this to myself.
It doesn't.
I'm going to just do it for myself. Rather than me giving this person $100 and, helping everybody else out for this week, I'm going to invest in myself. I'm going to go to the gym every day this week. And I'm going to tell you, because that week of that gym, you might be like, I'm in here every day now. Just because you just spent that week in the gym. You know what I'm saying? 45 minutes a day, whatever it is. Whether you're reading, if you want to read 5 days out the week, now you just find yourself reading a month. Now you're 2 months. Now you're 6 months. Now you're a year. Now you're just reading. Like,
think about your boy, right? He's clear example. What made you start eating meat? Not even what made you, but like, how did the process go? Like, tell us a little bit about your journey.
It made it easier after you stopped.
Trying to put the joint on me.
Not even that.
Nah, bro. God let me there just because I was chasing a betterment. I wasn't chasing to stop eating meat. I was chasing a betterment of my body, how it feels, how it looks, and all those things. And then God said, "Well, this is something that's in your way. So if you want to get rid of a hurdle,
but like,
this is the hurdle."
How did you go about jumping over the first few hurdles? Like, did you stop eating meat just on Monday? Ate it on Tuesday? Bro, like, just like give them like an ideal like factor on like how they could put it into like their life. Yeah, like, you know what I mean?
I'll tell you. Yeah, I did a detox, bro, which was obviously, abstaining from meat. And
was it hard?
Nah, bro, just because
where you was at.
Like, just my spiritualness, bro. Like when
So
I
go
commit
back
to
and invest in
something,
yourself.
if I commit to something, bro, it is what it is, bro. I'm not negotiating with myself, and I just say like I do everything that I say I'm going to do, but within time I do. And when I set out a certain commitment, where it's actually, especially something with measurement behind it. Bro, this is what it is, bro. Like, and if I fall short, then I take it up, with myself. But something like that, like, it's a no-brainer to me. Like, so if I said I'm staying away from this, bro, because there's been things where I stayed away from in the world that was way harder than me. Let's be real, which I know, and I mean, speak to it, whatever. But it's like once I mastered a certain discipline in certain areas of my life, bro, what is it not to put something in my mouth that I'm choosing to put in my mouth? You know what I mean? So it was like, again, I did a detox 14 days. It was like,
that's what I'm looking for.
You hear
like
what I'm saying?
Like the day count. Like that's what they need.
It was a 14 day, bro.
You know what I mean?
A minimum of 14 day probably, is a great start. Actually, and beyond that, I did 21 and 30 days as well. But my first one was a 14 day. And I kind of, I abstained from it and I flushed it out my system. And then, I put other things that are betterment and more conducive in my body throughout that time, right? So when I got out the detox and I went back and I, re-implemented me again, I felt a difference, bro. Like it messed up my cognitive function, bro. Like I couldn't think the same. I couldn't be as creative. Like it slowed me down. I was more sluggish because it was red meat. The first thing I digested, it made me, just digesting that, it slowed me down a lot, made me more tired. And then, obviously I dropped a couple of pounds throughout that too. So I seen anything just on the physical, like how I lost some weight, eating certain things. And then I gained some weight when I put those things back in my body. So it was like, that was the first one, you know what I mean? So it was like, all right, I see a little bit of, difference of what's better for me and what's not. That alone for me was enough because what I was already chasing. Like, again, I wasn't chasing just a journey. I was chasing a destination, and then a journey came. You hear what I'm saying? So beyond that was the first one. And then further along, my detox got more in depth. You know what I mean? Obviously, it got more spiritual within it too. But ultimately, what it came down to in a nutshell, it was mind, body, spirit for me, where God had me in a place where I was detoxing from all things of consumption in my life that wasn't serving me. You know what I mean? So
this detox wasn't even like I want y'all to know, like, this ain't just for food.
No.
This is for
consumption
everywhere in life. Like, don't, like, when we're talking about these different topics, don't think it's just for strictly the topic that we're talking about. You could apply this principle everywhere in life. You know what I mean? So if you want to detox, whether it's from a person, food, a bad habit that you may have, just different things like that, understand that you could apply this anywhere in your life. Like, just start off what's comfortable for you and then just build off of that. You may stumble at first.
He's not going to stop.
You may stumble at first, but it's okay. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to make mistakes. You're just now getting into
own it. Just own every mistake. That's all.
You got
to own it.
Hold yourself accountable. That's what it comes down. Once you hold yourself,
that's another podcast.
Like,
that's another podcast.
Yeah, we got room for accountability for this one. It's true.
Once you hold yourself accountable, man, that just puts you so much more farther in life. Like, with just everything. You know what I mean? Like, hold yourself accountable. Just be like, okay, I messed up. Dang.
You don't even got to
let me fix it.
I messed up. It's just like you know what you did. You know what I'm saying? Just fix it. Like, you
That's
don't even
it.
got to sit there and ponder and be like, man, like, you know what I'm saying?
Gotta blame yourself.
I messed up, or like, because you gonna go into the next time just thinking about how you messed up. Just do it.
Make an adjustment. Yeah, it's just like going in a film, man. Watching a game, like, you realize where you didn't do your best at, or you want to do better. You just want to improve. Like you said, just make the adjustment, and then
I'm gonna just make a quicker switch. I'm gonna just I'm gonna just do this next time. I'm gonna just do this next time. I'm gonna just do this.
But it takes honesty within yourself to know that, like, what you did was not serving.
Yeah,
at the end of the day, like, that's what it takes. So it's
but
like
understand.
Come on.
You make too many of the same mistakes, the same mistakes. Cause then that's where you gotta understand.
Consistent mistakes is going to have some.
At that point, it ain't no accident.
No.
It's literally like you're doing it.
The moment you become aware, it's no longer an accident; it's an incident.
You gotta fix it. There's another problem going on if you keep doing the same thing over and over again. You gotta fix something else. There's another.
Go to the root.
Yeah, you gotta go to the root. There's something.
Branch ain't the problem.
Yeah, it's not. It's deeper.
So we had an hour and 17, man. Like, is there anything short y'all want to throw in?
I want to. I just want to give you a moment to open up the floor, bro. Lead the people with some moral support, bro. Anything on your mind that you came in here wanted to get off and just,
Man, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I really want to see change, like, in, like, just like mainly my community, like the black community, like not even just Duquesne, but just the whole, you know, community. Because I'm be honest with y'all, like with reading all these stories, you know what I'm saying, about like just different, you know, people who succeeded and became wealthy and made a difference. It's like I want more of that, you know what I mean, for people that I see around, like just walking up and down the street, you know what I mean, like I want to see more of that, like even if it's not about, you know, money or changing generations to come, like whatever, you know, your purpose is, like I want y'all to dig deep and actually put forth that effort, like to change. Like I really want to see people change for the positive, because the more people that, you know, change for the positive is like the better the world just becomes, you know what I mean? Because when you change, it helps benefit us. When I, you know, the more that I change and grow, it helps benefit you. And then it just, you know, it just goes on and so forth, you know what I'm saying? So I really want to see change. I really want to keep seeing, you know, having y'all, like, y'all grow, you know, just make the world a better place. Like I really want to see that, because, you know, I love to just, you know, focus on the positive thing that go on. I don't really, you know, worry about the negative, you know what I'm saying? But I'm definitely aware, like, what's happening. But
no doubt,
I just really want to see a lot more better, you know what I mean? And I don't want to see people just falling into, like, the systems of this world, you know what I mean? I just really want to see, like, greatness, people reaching y'all, like, their full potential. I want to see y'all reaching y'all full potential. So that's what I expect from y'all, is y'all to reach y'all full potential. I'm going to do my best and keep on growing and learning, so I'm able to give y'all more value, you know what I mean? Whether I see y'all behind this camera again, or, you know,
just out in the world,
you know, just out on the street, you know what I mean? Like, just be your authentic you. Like me behind this, like, camera right now, like this is actually who I am in person, you know what I mean? Like this isn't no act, this isn't just no character that I just put on, you know what I mean? Like, you know, it's all love, you know what I mean? It's always love, and I truly mean that from the heart, you know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, you know, thank y'all.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying, y'all is great individuals. You feel me?
Thank you, sir.
I appreciate y'all. I love y'all boys, you know what I mean?
Me
I thank
too,
God,
bro.
you know what I mean, for making me who I am. And yeah, I'm just excited. I'm excited for who I am now, where I came from, and where I'm going. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Excited for you, brother. No, that's dope. That's dope. 20 years young, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Get with it, man. Get with the program. I also just wanted to say he do have free swimming lessons. He taught me how to float on my back at the pool the other week. So I mean, if y'all need any free lessons for y'all kids, man, get with bro. He got y'all. He's a man of many talents, I tell y'all. But no, I definitely appreciate you, bro, man. It was a great time. I really hope these people can, you know, our support crew can extract this value that you gave us today. I definitely appreciate it. I know I do. I'm always like inspired, bro, by you. I just appreciate it, man. Facts.
Oh yeah, and let fear motivate you, not hold you back.
Absolutely. Well, all right, we'll go ahead and close it out, man. All right, support crew, man. Thank you.
Nah, go ahead, bro.
We good?
Yeah. We good?
Yeah.
All right, thank you, support crew, man. Thank you for tuning in. Hope y'all got some good value here, man. We will see you next time.
Peace. Thank y'all.